Hello, my friends. I'm Professor Hans von Puppet, and I want to share something very exciting with you. The mid-morning boost and motivation that gets your day shifted and lifted is here. Whether you're working, driving, or relaxing around the house, tune in for the empowerment you need to stay motivated throughout your day. Vincent Carter, your friend and brother from Memphis, Tennessee, will be live on Facebook every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's right, share this exciting news with your friends and family, and be sure to set your reminders each week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, to hear empowerment from Vincent Carter on Facebook Live. Listen, I'll be locked in, and I hope you will be too.
Filled with distractions, it's crucial to focus on what truly matters. We find ourselves focusing on things that add no value to our lives. To live a purposeful and meaningful life, we must learn to let go of distractions that hinder our progress. By doing so, we can find peace in our minds and our hearts. There are so many things that are going on that can distract you from your goals. Today, Vincent is going to talk to you about the importance of focusing on what matters. Some things we are putting our time and energy in that really does not matter. By focusing on what truly matters, letting go of distractions, and embracing joy and fulfillment, you can live a purposeful and meaningful life. Start living your life today.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Good morning. I pray all is well. I pray God's favor over your life. This is the day that the Lord had made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. So excited for you to be here on this morning. Y'all see my little plant here is right across my head, but that's fine. Actually looks pretty cool. But I pray all is well. I pray God's favor over your life. I see you, Antonio Shumper, my friend and my brother, AC. I see you, First Lady Dessette, all the way in Shreveport, Louisiana. God bless you today. Good to see you, my friend, Dr. Neelan Jr. Oh, yeah, extraordinaire. I think Picasso. He's working on houses and fixing homes. So if you're in the Memphis area and you need some work done, holla at my brother, Neelan Herb. He is the plug. I see you, Brittany Arnold, yes, rejoicing and glad in the day. I'm telling you, y'all are so excited today. And I am so excited today as well, because first of all, we are here. We are here. And I'm telling you, I'm just so excited. There's so many things that are going on in and around us. You watch the news. I watch the world news every day, saddened by what's going on in the world today, over in the Middle East, and even in your city, even in your country and your town. There's just things going on all over the place. Many times, and a lot of times, we have no control over these things. I just want to talk to you just for a few moments on it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what we're going to talk about just for a few moments. When we say that, just remember, I love wrestling, and it was The Rock who was one of my favorite. You know, he had The Rock, he had Stone Cold, and The Rock. This little flower on my head here is. I have to move this little flower off my head, y'all. Y'all just excuse me just for a second. Yeah, can't have that little flower. There we go. It's kind of distracting there. Thank you so much. And so I used to watch The Rock. And when the rock would come out and somebody would try to say something, the rock would hold his hand up and he would say this: it doesn't matter what your name is, or it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be so energetic like he was, but that's what he would say. It doesn't matter is a phrase that is used to convey something that is not irrelevant, it's not important, or it's not even significant in each context. When somebody says that it doesn't matter, they're just simply telling you, I don't care. Forget it. Why posting energy? Why wasting energy? It doesn't matter. They indicate that a particular aspect, an action, or an outcome is of little or no consequence or impact. Nothing has anything to do with the situation, the decision, or the discussion. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I have found myself in this season of I don't care. Now, I care about you. I care about people. I care about things, but there are certain things that I do not even want to conversate. Veronica, good morning to you, Takita. I see you. There are so many things that I don't even want to conversate about. I don't even want to waste my time, nor do I want to waste your time. We're giving attention to things that really are wasting our time and our effort. At the end of the day, I don't care, Jay. At the end of the day, I want you to look at your phones later on, and I don't know how iPhoners are, but I know Android users, you're able to look at the end of the week how much time we spent on social media and things of that nature. And sometimes it's embarrassing because you realize that you have spent countless hours, and those hours we should have or could have put into doing something productive. We could have put those hours into doing something productive. And so, listen, so today is a day of I don't care. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. There are so many things that we're focusing on that doesn't matter. Let me go ahead and can I go through a few? If you give me just a few seconds here, we'll go through a few. Social media drama, petty arguments, misunderstandings, actions, celebrities. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. You guys are celebrity kings and queens. Y'all know what Will and Jada been doing. Y'all know she coming to Memphis. Y'all gonna be lined up to buy the book. That's okay. That's okay. It is entertaining. I will say that. Things Dr. Howard, they are entertaining, but they're wasting our time, and we're focusing on so many things that are not important. Social media drama. Yeah, some of y'all know how to go to this page, go to that page, and look up this and find out who was arguing and who did what, who didn't pay this, and who got this. And we are professional at those things. Then you got celebrity gossip. I just talked about that. Then you got people who are trying to be perfectionism. You're trying to practice that. That means striving for perfection in every aspect of your life. It can be exhaustive and it can be counterproductive. Do you? It's very simple. Be you. Be yourself. Be who you are supposed to be, and stop trying to perfect being somebody or looking like or feeling like somebody else. Stop it today. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time on material possessions. You're obsessed with gadgets. You are obsessed with luxury items. You are obsessed with keeping up with the trends. And everybody's not going to be TikTok successful. Let me go ahead and tell you. Everybody's not going to be able to do that dance and go viral. Listen, if you cannot dance or sing, listen, or play a good instrument, I want you to stop it today. All right. Today it doesn't matter. I want you to stop it. All right. Also, political fights, politics. We get in politics and we're discussing politics at work, and we're getting angry. We're getting upset about these things. And a lot of times, on the larger scale, some of these things don't even affect you in your income where you are. I'm not telling you to be naive to what's going on around you. And I'm not telling you not to know what's going on around you, but what I'm saying is a lot of times we are wasting our time in things that really does not matter, that takes away from the opportunity and the time that you really have to do some other things. Popularity and approval. Some people are constantly seeking validation and approval from others, and it can hinder your personal growth and make it impossible to please everyone. Some of y'all are like, I believe that thing is I may say it wrong, y'all correct me, a chameleon, I believe, because you can blend in with everybody in every situation, fake and phony. That's what I mean by that. I'm not talking about being able to maneuver and talk to different people in different aspects of life and business. With Bradfield, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we are trying to be chameleons. That means that if you love God, I guess I love God today. Or if you want to go here today, we're gonna do this here today. And we're gonna turn up tomorrow. I'm gonna turn up with you. We don't even know what you like to do and what you like to do and what you don't like to do because you're too busy trying to seek the popularity and the approval of others that you have lost yourself, and we don't even know who you are. Matter of fact, we don't even want to be around you. Fashion and trends. We're trying to be fashionable and in the trends. We're being overly preoccupied with the latest trends and conforming to society and don't even really know who our true self is. Our self-esteem. Some people have low self-esteem, but you're trying to be somebody else so bad that you're going to find it hard to find who you really are. And another thing, y'all, we got to stop with the rumors and the gossip. Yeah, spreading and engaging rumors. By the time somebody says something to you and you don't tell nobody. I'm making it plain today. And somebody said make it plain. By the time somebody says something to you and then you tell it to somebody else and then somebody else go to somebody else, listen, that thing gonna get all the way back around. It's gonna come back that you started it. It's gonna come back because you shouldn't have never opened up your mouth for the first time, but it's gonna come back and say that you said it. Listen, we got to stop the rumors and the gossip. Oh, and I'm finna go here now. I'm getting ready to go here, and I'm getting ready to shift here. I'm not saying close because y'all be counting out. My friends be counting when I say my close here, First Lady here. Minor differences in beliefs or opinions. Arguing with minor differences in beliefs or opinions without considering the broader context and the shared values, it can strain relationships and prevent a productive dialogue. I don't have time to argue and disagree with you about something that doesn't matter to either you nor me. I don't have time to disagree and waste time, almost lose a friend because we have gotten in a heated argument. I've seen guys who have gotten into arguments over football, and you making $70,000 or less, and they're making millions, and y'all about to fight because of your favorite team lost. And somebody they feel like they got to be the one that has to be right. Where is your energy? Why are you spending time on these things that does not matter to your life nor my life? I want to talk about a couple of things real quick that we talk about. It really doesn't matter. We talk about whether the earth is round, whether it's flat. We talk about whether somebody landed on the moon or they not. You have your conspiracy theories about COVID vaccines, and you have your conspiracy theories about the 9/11. You have conspiracy theories about so many things. There are so many things that we spend our time and our energy just because we want to sound, Sister Weaver, educated. We want to sound like we know it all. Listen, we all know you grew up in the hood, in the country, in the backwoods, and we know that you did not always have it. You need to sometimes act like you know who you are. I'm not telling you to not come up in your mind and come up in yourself, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you got to stop wasting your time on things that does not matter. One quote says, sometimes it doesn't matter. It's the most liberating thing that you can tell yourself. And I'm going to add to that. It's the most peaceful thing that you can tell yourself, that it does not matter. When things are happening in your life, you got to come to grips with yourself and the reality that really, okay, that really doesn't affect you. When somebody calls you trying to put you into something that they involve themselves in, and now because you're closely connected with them, it affects you in some type of way. Listen, you got to learn how to pray with them, and you got to learn, listen, be real with them, be truthful with them, help them out of the situation with your words and your kindness, because sometimes your money ain't gonna always be able to help somebody, especially when they're not doing right on the other side by their finances. When you realize that it doesn't matter ultimately, then you can let go of being disappointed. When you realize that it doesn't matter, you can let go of being disappointed. If it's out of your hands, it doesn't deserve a moment of your thoughts. It is out of your hand, it doesn't deserve a moment of your thoughts. In other words, I'm not giving energy to this thing. I am not pondering on this thing. I'm sad, and I hate you're in this situation, but we got to be real with one another and ask the question, how did you get there? See, that's the problem we're having now. We're not asking the question, and how did we get here? How did I get here? Meaning, when I was coming up, they gave me a credit card, that $350 when I got out of high school. And let me tell you something, I burned it up. Y'all. I got to tell you something here. I burned that credit card up. And let me tell you something, they called me for one day from Vegas, and they said, you had a credit card. It was $350, and now it's $750. So I asked the question one day. I said, how did it get to $750? Because I only spent $350. They said, we added taxes, and we added fees and all of these late fees. I said, I tell you what, I was straight out of high school, y'all. I'm matured now. But I called them back and I told them, I said, I give you your $350. But that other $350 on you. It does not just play. Don't y'all do that. Pay your bills. I said I was in high school, y'all. And I have matured, but I did tell them that. I did tell him that. Vincent Jackson, what's going on with you? So listen, let me go ahead and come to my close here. Focusing on what matters involves identifying your priorities, your values, your goals, directing your attention and your efforts toward them. You got to put your attention into your business. You got to put your attention into your family. You got to put your attention in your life. You got to focus on these things and stop looking at everybody else, trying to figure out where they are to see how you can get there. Stop that. Focus on your values and your priorities. Take time to think about what matters to you. Consider your values, your principles, and things that can bring genuine happiness and fulfillment. Some of y'all smiling, but you ain't happy. Some of y'all smiling, but you ain't going to sleep. Some of y'all smiling, and you just got into it with somebody, your loved one, your spouse, your husband, and your wife. Some of you smiling, and you got some sickness and some illness. Some of you are smiling, but you are not genuinely happy. You need to learn. You need to set clear goals. Prioritize your tasks, your activities. You need to practice time management. Oh my goodness. And I'm finna help somebody here today. I'm finna help Brittany. I'm finna help somebody here today. Alex, you didn't make it late. You need to learn how to say no. Oh my goodness. I am in the season of no. Is anybody out there with me in the season of no? In the season of no, because you said yes so many times until it hurt you. You said yes so many times until it took money out your pocket. You said yes so many times without asking questions until you got burned and you were bruised. I'm in the season of no. Somebody say no. Somebody say no. Don't overcommit yourself. You can't do it all because they call you and they know you qualified and they know you can do it. They know you can make it happen. They know you can say it. They know you can see it. They know you can believe it. They know you can make it fly. I'm in my no season. Learn to say no. Learn to say no to tasks or activities that do not align with your goals and your values. If they ask you to come play the drums and you ain't never played the drum before, you got to say no. If they ask you to come sing, listen, you can't sing, say no. Listen, I don't care if it's if you're not an entrepreneur and they ask you to come talk about business, just stay at home. You understand what I'm saying? You got to use somebody that's professional in those things. You got to be in a position to know what you know when you know it, and you got to know how to do it. So today is my season of where I'm going to say no, because people will try to use you and abuse you and drag you and listen and won't even tell you thank you. It becomes distracted. You got to limit your distractions. Now, here's another key point. You got to limit your distractions. You got to identify yourself. I can't do it for you. You know what's distracting you. You know who's calling you. You know who's texting you. You know who has done wrong to you. You know these things, and you know what's around you. And some of us got distractions all around of us. You got to limit those unnecessary things and create a workspace and establish boundaries with your time. Your time is your time. You only have 24 hours in the day. And I'm going to tell you something, 8 of those you really should be resting and sleeping, and maybe an hour or two you should be spending time with. And I'm not telling you how to manage your time, but I'm just saying an hour or two spending time with exercise and eating and just relaxing and doing some things. And then you got to go to work, so you don't have that much time left to be dealing with other things that does not matter. Set aside time to review your progress and your goals and your priorities. Listen, in this season, we're learning to prioritize. We're learning to say no. And I want you to do, Jessica, I want you to do something today. I want you to simplify your life. I want you to declutter your physical space, your commitments, your relationships, and just simply allowing your life to focus on what's essential and what does not matter in your life. It reduces unnecessary distractions. And then I want you to celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. That's one thing we do not do. We need to celebrate ourselves. I said it all the time. I started school late. I started in my 30s. But when I started going to school, I said, well, I really could wait 4 years to graduate, but I'm a little too old for that. So I had to celebrate myself. So when I got my associate, y'all, I went to Atlanta and I graduated and I walked. As a matter of fact, I walked with my associate degree, and Takita, she walked with me and with her master's at that time. And so I learned to celebrate small things. And then I went back in 2 years and I went to Atlanta again and I walked. And I had some friends travel with me. I walked again. And then my master's, I walked. I walked again. And I believe I went to Atlanta 3 times, and I went to DC 1 time to walk. And I'm going to tell you something. Every time I graduate, every time I do something, it's not to be braggadocious, but I'm going to celebrate myself because I need to be happy and my smile needs to be authentic. I want your smile to be authentic today. I want your heart to be happy. I want you to be overjoyed. I want you to enjoy your house. I want you to enjoy your wife, your husband. I want you to enjoy your children, enjoy your life. A lot of things we're putting our time and energy into, again, it does not matter. It does not matter, y'all. I got to go. I got to get out of here. But listen, I want you to understand those things in your life, and I know you will. And I know you're going to be great at everything that you're going to do in this life and in this season to come. Live your life, y'all. Tomorrow is not promised. We're praying for those right here in our city. We're praying for those in our state, in our country, wherever you are, or you're in Chicago, LA, Detroit. I don't know where you are, Shreveport. We're praying. We all have crime in our city. And I was even watching last night, and I'm not going to dig deep into this, but I was even watching last night how over in the Middle East and how deep that is over there and those things that are going on. We need to be careful, and we need to watch what's going on around us and pay attention to those things that really matter, because it all points back to where you are in your life and what you need to be doing and how you need to handle it. And I want to say this too. I want y'all to go ahead and go to the grocery store. I'm going to say this here, and it's not about being I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but I want you to stock up on your goods. I heard Dr. Ruby Holland, she used to always tell us that even prior to the pandemic. So make sure you go ahead, stock up on some things, some water and some cans, because we never know when these things can happen right here in our own backyard. You understand? We already have to lock the doors and keep things out of our cars, but we don't know at what point when they may start trying to do other things or wars may come over here. So I want you to be prayerful. Understand what I'm saying today and the seriousness of it. But listen, I got to go. And I see each and every one of you, and I will go back and reply to each and every one of you. Remember, have a blessed and a productive day. Learn to say no. And remember this, it doesn't matter. Focus on what matters today. That way you can free your mind and your heart. Listen, I love you. And remember, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. And I mean nothing. You have an awesome and a blessed